In this chapter, we're going to look into advanced shape tools or functions. First up, let's create a rectangle or a square by pressing Shift and dragging. I'm going to create a duplicate square by pressing Alt and dragging a copy. Or the alternative is you can press Ctrl or Command D to create a duplicate. And also you can try Ctrl C, Ctrl V to copy paste a shape. We have two shapes now. First, I'm going to click on the shape and then double click. And when I double click on the shape, I have entered a new mode. This is called the shape edit mode. Here, I can manipulate any number of anchors. I can click and drag them any way I want. I can also add new anchor points into the shape. And I can keep on doing that. Please note, when you add anchor points, the anchor points are added on the vertices in the center of two existing anchor points. So you have more anchor points to now manipulate. And then I can also select all my anchor points by dragging, and then I can change the corner radius for each of the anchor points. You can see now the shape is more organic wherever there's an edge. And then if I want to edit the second shape, I can click Shift and select that shape in the edit mode. And then I'm going to create few more vertices for the next tool that we're going to explore. That's the lesser tool. I'm going to select the lesser tool and move it around to select few vertices that I might be interested in. So lesser tool helps you select vertices in any order that you prefer. After that, you have the shape builder tool. Move the shape a little towards the left and then double click to go to edit mode. Press Shift to select second shape. And then I'm going to select a shape builder tool. When I click on shape builder tool, I have a plus icon on my cursor. That means any two areas that are overlapping can be.
Do you want to learn UX UI design to solve real world problems and design innovative products? Whether you want to join a top tech company or you're a founder looking to build and launch your own game-changing startup, join Design Dreams to master the professional process that turns great ideas into successful scalable products. My name is Arshdeep Singh with 15 years of design experience, and I have seen where aspiring designers and founders often get stuck. Many courses just teach you the tools. They show you how to use Figma, but the tool is just a hammer. And learning to use a hammer doesn't mean you are an architect. A successful product isn't built on tools. It's built on world-class strategy and deep understanding of people. That's why at Design Dream, our entire teaching philosophy is built on professional three-part workflow that mirrors how top companies innovate. First, we master the why. Before we even think about the pixels, we deep dive into UX research and strategy to validate ideas to make data-driven decisions. Then we learn the what. Here we bridge the strategy to the screen, mastering timeless design principles to create interfaces that are intuitive and beautiful. Finally, we execute with the how. This is where we become masters of our tools like Figma, using a professional process to build for speed and scale. This strategy-first approach is the foundation of every successful product, and it is the core of everything we teach. Join our definitive UX UI course, the complete comprehensive UX UI masterclass. It's a self-paced program where you learn our entire three-part process from strategy to final scalable product, giving you deep knowledge needed to design your own user-centric products. And if you're ready for complete career transformation or learn the art and science of innovation, there is a 16-week innovation-focused bootcamp. This is our most extensive hands-on experience. It goes beyond the curriculum with live workshops, dedicated mentorship, professional mock interviews, and guided process to build a killer portfolio that gets you hired. This is your accelerator to the top tier. By the end of entire path, you won't just know Figma. You will know how to transform an idea into real user-centric and scalable product.
Added or subtracted from the shape it's overlapping. Let's try it out. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to select one area and drag all the way to the second and then to the third. So what this is going to do, it's going to combine both the shapes into one shape. Alternatively, once you have your shape builder tool selected, you can press Alt and your cursor instead of plus will have a minus next to it. Minus means that you can subtract one area of the shape. Let's try it out. I'm going to press Alt and click. When I do that, see now my shape that was overlapping has been hollowed out. After that, we have Paint tool. Paint tools helps you to add color to any shape in one go. Let's change the color to something red. Color has been applied throughout the shape. After the Paint tool, we have Bend tool. I'm going to apply bend to one of the anchors by clicking on it. It has given me two handles, then I can further manipulate individually by pressing Alt or together by pressing Shift. If you want to manipulate individual anchors, you can press Alt and drag the anchor. And if you want to manipulate both anchors, you can press Shift and drag. Since I'm okay with the shape that I have created, for example, now I need to go out of the edit mode. To go simply out of the edit mode, click this close button or you can press escape. Let's delete this for the next functionality that we're going to learn. I'm going to create a rectangle and then I'm going to create another triangle. And then I'm going to select my rectangle 2 and bring it on the top of rectangle 1. Select both of these. You have some options here on the top. First is the mask. We'll come to mask later on, but first let's see some Boolean operations. When I click on the Boolean operation drop down, you will see 4 of these main options and one additional function we'll see later. First is the union. What does union do? Union unifies overlapping shapes to create one shape. Let's draw a union for these two shapes. Now both the shapes are now combined and it's creating a different shape altogether. Press Ctrl Z to undo and let's draw the different Boolean property. Let's try subtract. Subtract is going to minus the top from the bottom shape. You can see you can create a L this way. Undo. And then you have intersect. Intersect is going to delete the areas which are not intersecting in both the shapes. You can see the outer areas have been removed. Only the areas that were overlapping have remained. Let's press Ctrl Z to undo and select exclude. Exclude is going to remove the area that was overlapping, leaving the areas that were not overlapping. So that's how you can create advanced shapes. But please note, when I go to edit mode, you can still find my shapes are separate. But that's not the behavior I want. I want it to be a one unified shape. To do that, I can select this modified shape and come to the Boolean operations and click flatten. When I click flatten, I no longer will be able to see separate squares, but only a single shape that we created using the Boolean property, and now it's only one shape. Even if I double click, I will only be able to handle these anchors. So that means it has been unified, the shape has been flattened and combined into one vector. And now let's try mask. I'm going to create another triangle, Alt drag to make a copy. Select these two and I'm going to click apply mask. So what apply mask does is, you can see I have two rectangles here, rectangle 1 and rectangle 2. Rectangle 2 is on the top of rectangle 1. So therefore only the area that is on the top will be visible and the rest of the things will be shrunk. Now I can increase and decrease the size of my rectangle 2 to affect the mask. I am still able to access both my shapes when the mask is applied. So that covers our advanced shape tools and shape manipulation.